What's up, everybody? My name is Just Jen. Today, I'm reacting to some more George Carlin. Let's see if this guy triggers me again. Ugh, so offended. 7 words you can't say on TV. Are you guys ready for it? All right, then, let's do this. George Carlin. I want to see what he's got to say.
Hell yeah! Sometimes it's okay, but not all the time. And they're the only words that seem to have that restriction. I mean, there are a lot of words you can say whenever you want, you know. Pneumonia! Nobody gives you a lot of... All right, you can't yell it in the hospital a great deal, but what the hell? There are words that you can say, no problem. Topography! No one has ever gone to jail for screaming topography. But there are some words that you can go to jail for.
Wait, you could go to jail for... Oh, words are illegal? I had no idea. No clue whatsoever. I guess, like people today, if George Carlin was alive, he'd be having a field day with this one. People saying, if you say that, that's illegal. Words hurt people. Well, you know, see, I'm old school. And you know how I started this video saying I'm so triggered? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names, they'll never hurt me. And no matter what comes out this man's mouth, no matter what his views were back then, it don't matter because he's no longer here. And nothing anybody's gonna do or say will make me go against my morality, my beliefs. Wow. Okay, then. Let's see what those words are. I just had to put that in there.
There are some words that we just have decided we will not say all the time. Sometimes, okay. If you're running through the jungle chasing somebody that we're at war with, you can holler them. If you're shooting a criminal, it's okay. It's the all-American thing. Dirty crook. But if you're with the bishop's wife at lunch, it's better not to ask for the goddamn lettuce. You know what I mean? It's just like we've decided there'll be some words we won't say all the time. And I was just trying to find out which words they were. For sure. All of them.
Is that considered bad? Pass me the GD lettuce. Like, I come from an Italian family. We don't say that. We're like, yo, pass me the effing salt, would you please? Give me some more Parmesan cheese, I don't want to swear.
I wanted a list, because nobody gives you a list. That's the problem. They don't give you a list. Wouldn't you think it'd be normal if they didn't want you to say something to tell you what it is? Nobody even tells you when you're a kid what the words are that you're supposed to avoid.
Yeah,
you have
yes,
to say
do.
them to find out which ones they are. Fuck. That's two. Oh, Ma, that's enough trial and error, huh?
God, ain't that the truth, though? Like, you ain't gonna... your parents should do that, though. Instead of backhanding you in the face, you know, they should be like, hey, so you might hear mommy and daddy say these words, you know, potentially grandma, grandpa, your brothers, your sisters, you know, your older brothers and sisters, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles. You know, they're gonna say these words, and it's gonna be, you know, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you say them, I'm gonna backhand you. It should be so simple. But I mean, even today, like, people are so offended by everything. Goodness gracious. I can't imagine if I was if I was a kid today, like I was in the 80s, my mom would be like, I'm going to strangle you. I'm going to rip your hair, clean out your scalp. I will scalp you in front of everybody. Oh my God, you're so lucky that there are so many witnesses here because they have no idea what I really want to do to you and what's going to go down in the car, in the parking lot. That was the 80s. Today, if you even breathe so much as wrong, people are calling the cops on you. It's like, geez, Louise, you can't even barbecue with your friends without them calling the cops on you. Just saying.
Oh, Ma, that's enough trial and error, huh? Please, Ma, give me a list, huh? All right, you're 6 years old now. And here's the list of words your dad and I don't ever want to hear you say. Oh, hey, thanks, Ma. Boy, that's going to save me an ass kicking or two. Yeah, you never know what's going to be on the list. Because it's always somebody else's list. You didn't make that up. Somebody told you that. They told you, better not say that. So you got to, and you don't know what's going to be on their list. God, people's lists even change from day to day. Some people on Friday night got a list, not about 2 or 3 words. Sunday morning, there's 27 words.
Hold on, I have to pose for the thumbnail for clickbait. I have to pretend like I'm triggered. Did I look triggered? Did I do it? Okay, cool. All right.
These are the same people 2 days later. Different list. So
Right.
you gotta kind of watch
Make
out
up
what
your
you're gonna
mind.
believe. The trouble is, I was trying to find out what these words might be. And I wanted to know the ones that you could never say on television. I mean the filthy words that are always filthy. There are a lot of these little two-way, double entendre words that have 2 meanings, words that are okay part of the time. I call them like part-time filth. Some of these words, they're only 50% dirty. You have words like is hardly even a dirty word anymore, but it has a few meanings that you can't say on television. That's what I was talking about. What can you say on television? That's another one of those places where we can't use these words all the time. But some of them are all right some of the time. This is all right on television. You can say on television things like, well, you've made a perfect of yourself tonight. But you can't say, hey, let's go get some. Just another word like that, same kind of word. It's only dirty part of the time. Depends on what you mean by bitch. You might be the lady from the San Diego Zoo visiting one of the Tonight shows, and you might just have a bunch of little canines with you there. One of them is a female. You say, there's the bitch, Johnny, and it's okay, fine. Just don't refer to the singer the same way. That's all. Is that bitch going to do another number? Yes.
I wasn't offended. I didn't look offended enough. Triggered! Ah! Bet I got it that time, though. Like, I was so pleasantly shocked when I was about 19, 20 years old. So I go to Mexico, right? And I've been in America all of my life from that point on. And so I fly to Cancun, and I put the television on in the hotel room. And you should hear, they can say whatever they want to. They could show whatever they want to. There was cartel videos on there. They were saying all kinds of filth, foreign filth. You should have seen it. I was like, oh, I can't believe they just said that on TV. I was so sheltered. But then again, I didn't get offended by it. I thought it was cool. That's just me, though.
Animals are fine on those two-way words, and that's it. That's what I was trying to find. The words that were always dirty, not just part of the time, but completely filth.
Uh-oh.
Well, in looking for these words, I kept finding new categories. We have so many ways of describing these dirty words. We have more ways to describe dirty words than we actually have dirty words. That seems a little strange to me. It seems to indicate that somebody was awfully interested in these words.
Put a lot of time into that.
Bad words, dirty, filthy, foul, vile, vulgar, coarse, in poor taste, unseemly, street talk, gutter talk, locker room language, barracks talk, bawdy, naughty, saucy, raunchy, rude, crude, lewd, lascivious, indecent, profane, obscene, blue, off-color, risque, suggestive, cursing, cussing, swearing, and all I could think of was sucker, motherfucker, and tits. That's all I had.
Woo! Right after that, I revert to a 5-year-old little girl. Oh, like I would get so excited if people swore around. My family swore. They're Italian. Oh my God. And the smoke was so damn thick. Like this is what you had to do to get through the room. Excuse me. I'm trying to get through the room here while you're playing pinochle, smoking your Pall Mall non-filters, killing the whole family, the kids. Like, yeah. So even then I would giggle. That bitch over there, Tony, did you know that bitch? And I'm going, ooh. And then, of course, it is fine for adults to do that. But the second a 5-year-old says that bitch, you get slap right in the mouth. It was like, damn. Or my grandma would break out. Oh my God. Her punishments were so archaic and creative. So she would either grab the wooden spoon. If you're Italian, you are definitely a wooden spoon survivor. Because I've had about 8 of them broken over my backside. And then that didn't work. She started getting pissed. I can't believe I have to keep buying wooden spoons after all. You guys shut up, quit swearing, and I won't have to do this. But then she moved up and it advanced. She'd break out the black pepper tin. Like the big black pepper tin with like the one side where you can sift it out, and then the pour method. Oh my God. And like, I'm 100% convinced like this was one of the reasons why I started doing drugs later on in life, is because she would make us sniff like pepper, black pepper. And so, of course, I mean, she wasn't cutting out no rails or nothing. Grandma, no, she wasn't doing nothing like that. But she'd put it up to our nose and be like, go ahead, take a big old sniff. And oh, Jesus. Yeah. And then, of course, later, if she would have only knew. I can't even blame my grandma for that, but I'm trying to justify my bad behaviors again. It ain't going to happen. Anyways, then, because we were crying about it, oh my God, the tears that would roll down your eyes after smelling the pepper. Then she would break out her crusty, nasty, stinky, smelly slippers. Like, those like pleather, like PVC type material, like old lady slippers. Oh my God. My grandmother's slippers were gross. They smelt really bad. So you knew she meant business when she broke out the slipper and started chasing you. You're gonna get the slipper. And it was like, what do you think? We're like your badass poodle over there? Look, man, at least I didn't poop on the rug, Grandma, and you ain't chasing him with your slipper. Stupid dog. Yeah. So I only wish that we could teleport back in time, because that was the day. Those were the days. You know what? I'd rather much be back there anyways today, because my grandma, if I come home crying because Kenny next door called me a name, she would beat my ass. And she's done it before, but she's no longer here. Poor grandma.
That's all I
I like all those words, though.
Sucker mother and tits. That was my original list. I knew it wasn't complete.
Wait until George, I guarantee you, he's up there, even though he don't believe in heaven. He's probably up there going, I can't believe that man is putting a baby on his tit right now. What has this world come to? What has this world come to?
Motherfucker and tits. That was my original list. I knew it wasn't complete, but it was a starter set.
That MF word's my favorite. Oh my God.
Yes, WBAI is the one who played them. Sucker mother and tits. Now that was the original list. We've added a few words since then. We've added fart, turd, and and I know there are some other words that many of you are wondering about, why they haven't been considered, why they haven't shown up on the list thus far. We're looking at them all very closely. Some of your favorites might make the list this year. Asshole, ball bag, blue, taint, box, joint, Donecker, dork.
Woo! Yeah!
Cornhole and dingleberry. Dingleberry, a very popular word. And to my way of thinking, dingleberry, a rather innocent-sounding word. Dingleberry sounds Christmassy to me, Let's put one on the tree, Dad.
That was George Carlin in the 7 words you can't say on TV. Look, man, here's me. Go ahead, say it. Say whatever you want to. I don't care. Think however you want to. I don't care. Believe in whatever you want to. I don't care. See, me, I don't judge people off of their political beliefs or their morality unless it's messed up and they're doing stuff to me or my kids. And then you're going to see a homicidal motherfucker. All right, you guys, have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Now, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button if you're not. And if you thought that I get easily triggered, you wrong, sucker. See ya. Love you all. I'm just Jen. Bye.